everyone, Realm here with a special update on the development of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Together with me is Leo, who you know from other videos on our channel, such as Inside Breath of the Wild and our Timeline series, who will be helping me going through all of this news and new information. Nintendo posted on their Facebook just a few minutes ago this picture, and this is obviously the village we saw back from the Game Awards trailer, the Life in the Ruins trailer.
They know how to make a town, or a little settlement or whatever. That looks cool. I love the waterfall in the back and how it feeds for the river.
It feels really organic. Both you have the waterfall in the background, how they take advantage of all the environmental barriers, that being the rocks. Fucking rocks! The mountainous, cliffy set of topography, and most importantly, we see a bonfire, we see some kind of NPC, though that also looks a little bit similar to Korok, since you might see a leaf on the back, but it might be just an NPC.
Is that a guard standing at the...
That is definitely a guard, so it might be a mayor's hut.
Yeah, probably.
Or town hall.
Or chieftain, or whatever.
Chieftain. It has a really Japanese sense to it, the architecture.
The roof has got that kind of like a East Asian feel to it.
Yeah, and also you see the tiles that you have.
Yeah, that's like a festival thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they look really similar to those found in the shrine you have in Kyoto. You know, the Fox Shrine, which will inspired Miyamoto to develop Star Fox.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that symbol on top of the house means, like that eye. Wait, the eye symbol is that? Do you know what that means?
That could be a Sheikah connection. We have a little hut seeing on the side. It's also typical Japanese architecture, wooden, the sliding doors to the side, yeah. And then we got a little statue in this little pond. It could be Goddess Hylia, but I'm not really sure. There might be some more mythology attached to some of the tribes of actions in this game than we initially thought. So yeah, but you got some torches in the background, so it's a place of importance, that's for sure.
Maybe it's a place you have to keep going back to.
We see at least 2 NPCs. We got some lamps hanging from the poles. Yeah, it's just poles, and you have some lampions hanging from them. You got some fabric attached to the buildings, which is also known in Japanese, especially a traditional architecture. I think this place is definitely inspired by ancient Japan.
Open your eyes.
In an interview with Game Cult, Aonuma said that the idea at the beginning of development was to only include voice acting in the major cutscenes, but advised that due to the large amount of cutscenes in the game, the decision has been made to use voice acting for all of them.
So this is a very interesting approach. We do know that Breath of the Wild will have voice acting in them, but it means that every time we get a cutscene, and every time we have a character that will be in a cutscene, will most likely have voice acting attached to it. So it will be rather substantial in the game compared to what the original intent was.
Yeah, this is really exciting, because for the past 30 years, well, before I was even born, I've always wanted voice acting in a Zelda game, and now is the time to do it. Now is the time to evolve with the rest of the people, because voice acting will broaden the horizons of the Zelda fan base, and it will gather new fans to the series as well, and the way we interpret the story will be different and maybe even better, because the part that really gets a lot of us is when Zelda starts crying into Link's arms, and that just changed everything there and then.
It will add a lot more emotions and character to the game and to the different personalities and races that will be present in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. For the first time we will get a proper speech and dialogue with, say, Gorons, Zoras, Gerudo. We will get a much better feeling of the different races and the different people that live in Hyrule, and that is something exceptional.
Yeah, this could not have come at a better time, to be honest, because everyone and their mother is really into voice acting in games and in cartoons as well. There's the fan base for it is getting bigger, what with the convention scene booming, and it's just crazy. And on top of all that, we're gonna get the definitive cinematic Zelda experience starting with this game. Like, of course, there were some really cinematic moments in Zelda franchise history, but Breath of the Wild is going to take them to a whole new level, and voice acting is only going to aid that.
Indeed, and the best thing about this is that outside of cutscenes, this will be a typical normal Zelda game with no NPCs talking to you. You will still just have that typical sound effect, and that pleases both camps, both people who want voice acting in Zelda and those who doesn't want it, because they can just mute it when they watch the cutscene and have the text appear instead.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking, like, if this turns out to be a huge success, which I imagine it will be, there's going to be more voice acting in Zelda games to come, like the way Final Fantasy evolved. Like, I was surprised in 15 when every single character had voice acting, like from the littlest of NPCs. So I'm not going to say that Zelda's going to take the same exact approach. This could be the thing for every single Zelda game to come until the very end. Hopefully there'll never be an end, but still, that's probably what's going to happen.